Hello, this is going to be your Tarot Daily Guidance reading for Wednesday, March 15th, 2017. And I'm going to switch up the cards because I haven't used these cards in a long time, the Osho Tarot deck. So I'm going to use these for today's reading. Okay, just to give us something new or switch it up a little bit. So what is the energies for Wednesday, March 15th, 2017? What is the energy? Oh, they're all sticky. Okay, so I'm going to pull all straight from the top. Trust is our overall energy. Ordinariness for the challenge and lesson. Suggested approach is going with the flow. Focus is the rebel. The outcome is new vision. Okay. Alrighty. With friendliness at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so overall energy is trust. Okay, so I'm getting mind over heart. So a lot of us are either challenged or trying to decipher which way to go, whether you go with your heart or do you go with your logic, is what I'm getting. So it's like spirit is telling you to find balance in both. Why not be open and receptive to your heart and your mind? Why does it have to be one or the other? So as long as you can find a healthy balance between what your mind is telling you and what your heart is telling you, where there's no conflictions with that, and just be open. I'm getting not so much your logic, I'm getting your intuition, your intuitive guidance. It has to match, your feelings and your intuitive nudges have to align up. They have to match. So you know what your ego, when it's telling you, like, you feel great about something, but then your mind is like trying to tell you that something's wrong or things are going to go wrong, things are going to go bad. But when it's your truth, when you feel great about it and your intuition is telling you to have faith or keep going, don't get too caught up in the mix. Don't focus too much. Just enjoy the moment. Just flow. That's kind of the message that I'm getting. The challenge and lesson within that is ordinariness. So it's like there's one side of the tree, there's a tree with white flowers or leaves, and the other side is more pinkish. So again, it's like this polarity, energy, mind over heart, or something that you're being called to trust. I'm just, these cards, they're kind of like they relate to the tarot, like they have similar meanings, but the depictions are totally different. So I'm reading this differently. I believe that this is the Eight of Pentacles, the ordinariness card, but I'm reading it differently for what I'm picking up. I feel like what the challenge is you stepping out of your comfort zone and trusting and having faith where you're being led. They're all positive energies. I'm not really seeing anything negative or anything to be forewarned about. But there's this fear here, or there's this doubt. Even though you feel great, you're trusting, or you have this optimism about a situation or today, but something keeps telling you that things are not going to go well. And it's like, that's because you need to step out of your comfort zone. You're moving out of your comfort zone. So you're creating all of these reasons why something can go wrong, or why it's not right, or something suspicious. Or I still have more work to do. I'm not ready for the next phase. It's all of these things that you tell yourself just to keep you in stagnation or keep you in the old rather than moving towards the new, the more colorful, the more abundant. And because there's pink leaves here, it could be love. I'm also getting feminine and masculine energies with this card, which can denote love in some way. Your suggested approach is going with the flow. So again, emotionally, this is like an emotional card. It's like the cups energy. It's telling you to ride the wave pretty much. And that reminds me of my friend Jennifer. Like she always, she says, ride the wave. So it's like you're being guided to move with your emotions and trust in where it's taking you and where it's going. Don't get too fixated on the future or what is going wrong or what could go wrong. Something's not right. Creating all of this drama that's not there. The biggest thing is for you to just trust in your emotions. Also, trust in your intuition. It's like your intuition and your emotions go hand in hand. It's like gut feelings is like, your gut is your crystal ball, is what I call it. So it's like trusting in your gut, your inner emotions, your truth. With the focus that's going to help you, you have the rebel, which is like the emperor. Focusing on, because he's breaking out of these chains. It's like he's being guided with this eagle here. Eagles to me are like messages from the Great Spirit. Um, so you're getting that message from the divine to break loose and break free of any past obstacles, past conditionings, pretty much anything that does not serve you, that's limiting you, that's keeping you in stagnation, in fear, oppressed. Break free of all of that. Focus on the fact that you are in charge of your life, like the emperor is the leader, the father, um, the one that everyone looks up to and admires and follows their lead. They're well structured as well, very confident. Um, with the holding the torch of fire here, to me, it's like you have the light, you see the path forward, you know what you're doing, but you got to see yourself as capable and knowing of what you're doing and trusting in your messages and your intuitive guidance that you're getting straight from the divine, straight from the Great Spirit. Um, as my ancestors would call it, the Great Spirit. Then you have the outcome is the new vision, which is like the hanged man. And he's not hanging at all. So it's like the outcome for you is you're going to change your perception if you can follow through with your intuitive guidance and getting out of your comfort zone and moving towards what feels right and what it really is. I feel what is right for you, whether it be for this time, this period, this process, or permanently. Right now, you need to go with your bliss and what feels right to you inwardly, where your intuition is calling you to go, and just flow with it and know that you're in charge this time around. You have the upper hand. So it's like embrace change, embrace the new, and your perception of how you see yourself in the situation or how you see yourself with a specific person or a specific situation that you're dealing with at this time, it's going to change. I'm getting dramatically. That's what I'm hearing. It's like a drastic change, like you're overcoming feeling limited, overcoming feeling hopeless for yourself and insecure, doubtful, fearful, if I haven't said that already, but it's like all of these things that limit you from moving ahead or feeling like you're in charge of your own life in a sense. Although we can't control every outcome in this life, but we have control of how we react to things. We do have the power to create what we want. So it's you seeing yourself as I'm getting more in charge, more capable, um, more wiser than you were before. Okay. So let's pull from the Romance Angels and see what messages we get from that. What is our love message for Wednesday, March 15th, 2017? Divine Spirit, what is the message that you have? Okay, this card flopped out. Past life relationship. You've known each other before with make the effort at the bottom. Okay. So with the past life relationship, I'm getting that some of you have met someone or are dealing with someone that you feel a connection to, whether it's deep right now or it's a subtle awareness of a connection. I feel like it's like for some of you it might feel like too good to be true because the other person is doing with the make the effort card. I'm getting that one of the other persons, they're really showing you a lot of attention or affection, and it might seem too good to be true because you're used to certain dynamics in your relationship or it could even be you, that you're not used to being this open and doing, putting all of this effort in a relationship and it being reciprocated. It's like you're used to things going a certain way. So Spirit's telling you that there is a connection here. You've known this energy before, you know this person before. It could literally be, because we're in a Venus retrograde right now, that you are dealing with a past lover that you dealt with in this lifetime, ex, pretty much. So that's possible as well. So they're telling you to pay attention to these relationships, that there's something that's changing in the dynamic of love, whether it be romantic or whether it be family, siblings, whatever, your friends, love in general, love for yourself. There's something in your past that's coming back up. You know what it's about. It's telling you to take the guided steps that you're being guided to take. Okay, so pay attention to what Divine Spirit is telling you. Go with the flow of your emotions and your intuition. Step out of your comfort zone. Change your perception of things positively. Let's see what the angels have to say. What is the message that the angels have for us? Okay, Angel of Soul Love, it says time to look at how you value yourself, issues of self-love. So you're not giving yourself enough credit, whether it be that you feel you're undeserving of good things happening to you, undeserving of friendships, good people being around you, a love that you desire, a good person to love you, or I don't trust my intuition. I don't trust myself. So it's like a slap in the face to your higher self. I always say this when people don't trust their intuitions, and I have to tell this to myself too, but it's a slap in the face to our higher selves when we're getting guidance and our guides and God, when they're giving us these messages and we kind of just shut it out. It's like you're telling yourself you don't trust yourself. So there's this lack of love and a lack of belief in your capabilities. It's like I can't trust in my own self. So that's the lowest of low. You can trust everything else, what everyone else is telling you outside of yourself, but when your higher self and your guides and God are talking to you directly, it's like you don't trust that. So you ultimately don't trust yourself enough. You don't love yourself enough to trust in yourself, is what I'm getting. So it's like Spirit's telling you that you need to change the way you look at yourself. I feel like that has something to do with the new vision card as well. So in the Emperor, you got to be as assertive and confident as the Emperor, knowing that you know what you know, that you're free to take charge of your life. You're not a hopeless little puppy. You can do this. You can take charge of your situations. It's free for you to step out of your comfort zone, especially if it feels right. Excuse me. I have the Goddess of Strength at the bottom of this deck. So you need to step into your power, whether you're male or female. You got to step into your Emperor and Empress energy. Focus on that I am the Emperor, I am the Empress, I got this. Love yourself, nurture yourself at this time. Trust in your intuition. There's a moon behind it. So that's like you not trusting in your intuition. So nurture that. Trust in it. It's sad that sometimes we feel like we can't trust our own judgment, but I feel like that's what Spirit is trying to teach us, to trust and go with the flow of our intuition, our guidance. It's really the biggest message for today. So that's your reading, you guys. I hope that has resonated. And as always, I send you much love and much light. Peace.